which female actors would make a great Doctor? This was the question that was posed to me in my comments by our friend Jonathan Grindle, and thank you very much, Jonathan. Don't say I don't do anything for you fans of the nerdy Brit. So today I thought, what the hell, let's come up with some really cool castings for maybe the 16th Doctor, but make sure it's female castings. Because you know what, we don't want to see the steps made by Jodie Whittaker and Jo Martin to, you know, feel like they were just an era of history and then we go back to it always being blokes. You know what, some variety will really bring some new life to the show and the Doctor character, so let's do some cool castings. First up, Ruth Wilson. Now this was the inspiration for this video because Ruth Wilson was the initial name that Jonathan suggested he'd like to be part of this video. Shout out to you, Jonathan. That's two. I'll make sure I do one more by the end because I'm cool like that. Now I have to admit, the only thing I've seen Ruth Wilson in is his Dark Materials. And I've got to admit, while it wasn't bad, I didn't stick with it after the first series. But in terms of a performance, Ruth Wilson is very good. I think people forget the fact that playing darker characters is probably a better indication of whether you'd be a good Doctor than playing lighter, happier characters. I mean protagonists, you knew what I meant. Just because you need that depth, you need that gravitas, and I think Ruth Wilson, in his Dark Materials, really showed that she could do it, and I genuinely think she would smash it in the role. Now, it's arguable whether you could put Tilda Swinton on this list, because I don't think she would do it. I honestly don't. But it's a boring suggestion, but honestly, it's a very good one. She's proven time and time throughout her career that she's got the ability to do this sort of role. You know, she's one of those that is just a fantastic actress in general and will, you know, constantly win awards and be very talented in that regard. But also the way she'll take fantasy roles very seriously. I think that's what you need. Someone who's willing to do that kind of, you know, fantasy, sci-fi. Obviously, you know, it's not going to be completely dramatic, but you've got to have an actor or an actress that's willing to take that kind of role seriously. And honestly, Tilda Swinton is that, and she would do a very, very good job. Now, Maisie Williams has already appeared in the show, but that never stopped Peter Capaldi or Colin Baker, so I think Maisie Williams would make an excellent Doctor. I think charm is like the one way to describe Maisie Williams. She is filled to the brim with just such like a charming personality. I think if you wanted to go on the younger side with the Doctor, almost like replicate like a Matt Smith style Doctor, I think Maisie Williams would be a fantastic choice. And you know, at the end of the day, acting has to be a big part of this, and I do believe she has it in her locker. Again, a little bit of a dream, probably wouldn't happen, but I would back it to be an excellent casting choice. Now, in this next shout, guys, I'm going to let you into a little bit of a secret. My guilty pleasure is Downton Abbey. Now, I know, big, cool, nerdy Brit, now he likes Doctor Who. He also would happily whack on a bit of Downton Abbey, and genuinely really enjoy it. And you might know her, Michelle Dockery. She's very good. Not just in Downton Abbey, we've seen her, you know, in other dramatic bits. That's really descriptive, I know. But look, she's an incredible actress, and honestly, I think she's like quite a realistic shout of someone who would probably give it a go. So why the hell not? And finally, this might be a cop-out, I'm gonna go Jo Martin. Because she deserves more. One of my big problems with Power of the Doctor is we never really got an answer to the whole Jo Martin thing, but what that does mean is in the future, we can expand that she was a future Doctor and memories were taken and blah blah blah. We can do some cool stuff with that. Jo Martin, in her very stupidly minimal amount of screen time, did so many cool things with the role, and honestly, I'd happily let her have her own full stint in the TARDIS. Whether that be for Doctor Who itself or as a spin-off show, I don't care. But you know what? I'm going to count it because it's my list. Do you have any suggestions that didn't make this list? Do you like my list because it's class? Let me know in the comments below. Also subscribe. And also comment like videos you want me to make, because if I spot a good video idea in the comments, like this video, shout out to you, Jonathan, I make them. So get commenting what you'd like to see me do. And if you want to see my dream casting choices, the casting choices that would never happen, but I think would be really, really cool, you can click the dream castings video here. Here. No, not the suggested. Here. Click this one. now.